Alrighty, so I just finished seeing a new movie by the name of Eileen. This film stars Thomasin McKenzie and Anne Hathaway as people. Thomasin McKenzie, of course, being of personally, from what I've seen, Jojo Rabbit and Last Night in Soho fame, and Anne Hathaway being everywhere in the early 2000s. This film is interesting, and somehow kept being unexpectedly unexpected. Three times in, when I've started feeling like I knew where this movie was going, it flipped it on its head, mostly to positive reinforcement, and I don't know. It left me head scratching a lot, as I think this is a film that will require a rewatch, as the story is not very simple to tell, but I'll do my best to summarize it, which is Thomasin McKenzie, playing the titular Eileen, works at this prison, or like juvie equivalent of only boys, and a new psychiatrist gets hired, that is Anne Hathaway, and it's Eileen was definitely that quiet kid in school, that no one really talked to because was super quiet, a little antisocial, maybe a little crazy, maybe a little psychopathic, sociopathic, who knows. That pretty much gives you the whole vibe of the film. And it's set in like the 60s. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's an interesting story. I just got a little confused, and so it was a little hard to digest. So I'm gonna make it a hot pocket movie, but like a hot pocket that you didn't cook properly. So it was a little weird and funky. Visually and cinematics wise, it was very good. The music, the score, very good. The visual effects really made it feel like of the era that it is set in, which is something that I've been really enjoying, seeing all these different takes on filming movies. It reminded me of the holdovers in that case, in how it made it feel like it was filmed in that time period, with the film grain and all that. And that's something I really liked about the holdovers, and that's something I really liked about this one. So I'll have to give it a hand grenade score there. And so up next, the directing I thought was pretty solid, really well shot, and it just had that. It just felt anxious. Like the directing gave that anxiety that a thriller should, and I must say, did a good job. Hand grenade score. And as I've been saying, actors, the actresses, the two main ones, in at least from what I was noticing from the film, is Thomasin McKenzie as Eileen and Anne Hathaway as Rebecca, and both of them do excellent jobs at making me feel super uncomfortable the entire runtime, and it's a solid acting. I do think Thomasin McKenzie is one of the brightest up and coming actresses, and I think she should get a few more roles, but she really busts out her acting chops. My favorite thing that I noticed about this, when I was looking through reviews on Letterboxd, is that one person said, "I can't wait for the trilogy of Thomasin McKenzie going crazy for crazy blondes to keep going, and I want the trilogy to be concluded, because this is, funny enough, the second film where Thomasin McKenzie is going insane over a crazy blonde." And I just found that funny, and I had to share it because it was too funny. But yeah, I'll give a hand grenade for the acting, and I'll give a hot pocket score for my expectations and experience, just because, like I said, I got a little confused, and I'm not really sure what happened in this film. But it happened, and the reason I can't say why I was unsure of what happened is due to the fact that it's spoilers, and I think the twists at the end is what really makes the film good. And so I'm going to leave no spoilers in this. But that's pretty much all I have to say. If you're still watching, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below if you're willing to check this movie out. I did enjoy it. I do recommend it. I do recommend everyone watch it at least once. This is a Hot Pocket movie, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say. So other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.